Hey guys! Today I thought I would share with you some things that I learned during LPN school. Hopefully this can be used as a motivational tool or confidence booster for those of you that are looking for that boost of confidence and motivation to get you through your program. And also this can be used for people thinking about nursing school but you don't really know what to expect. I did write down a list of things that came right to my head as I was brainstorming what I learned during nursing school. And the number one thing that will go hand in hand with any job or any school program is teamwork. Our class motive was kind of like teamwork makes the dream work. We said that a lot, especially at clinical sites. And basically, you just always want to work as a team. You all have the ultimate goal of graduating and becoming nurses, so just help each other out. You're going to have people in your class that you're going to clash with just because your personalities don't bond well, and then you're going to have other people that you're immediately going to bond with and just be friends right off the bat. Also, when you go to clinical facilities, there are going to be people that are not receptive of students, and there's going to be plenty of staff that are receptive to students. The ones that aren't receptive to students, my group, we quickly learned to just kill them with kindness. You know, we're here to help you. Can we stock the linen cart? Can we take the trash out for you? Can we help you turn a patient? Can we help you get someone up or take them to the shower room and bathe them? You know, you just kill them with kindness because it's not your fault that they're having a bad day, and they shouldn't really be taking their bad day out on you. So that's just how we dealt with that situation. Also, you're going to run into a lot of places that some of the workers don't really need to be there because, you know, their heart isn't in it. You just kind of brush it off and keep it moving. Don't let their attitude affect your day and how you feel about nursing. You're the one that's going to make the difference because you're there because you care. The other thing is study. Studying is very important. You want to always fit studying into your schedule, whether it's 1 hour a day, 15 hours a week, you know, however you can fit it in your schedule, do it. And you need to find a method of studying that works for you. Not everybody can read material, highlight, and write their own notes and learn that way, which is how I learn. My mind kind of just retains it like a sponge, and not everybody can do that. If you have to do flashcards, use a study group, go to tutoring, whatever works for you is how you need to plan to study for your tests and quizzes. The other thing that you're going to realize is that some days are better than others. Some days you're going to wake up ready to go to school or clinical. Other days you're just going to be like, oh, I'm over it. When is it going to be over? Because you're just so tired and you're so drained. The other thing that can make you kind of bring down your morale is if you fail a test. That's going to be a bad day, obviously. If your instructor will let you retake the test, or if they offer extra credit, take the extra credit. Every point counts towards that pass or fail grade, especially for like homework. Any assignments that they give out, even if your homework is only worth 5 or 10% of your grade, do it, because that 5 or 10% will push you over that passing bar. The next thing is, if nursing isn't for you, please get out of the field. You don't want to waste your time, energy, stress, sleep, and effort doing all this work to work in a field that you're not passionate about. You want to spend money and tuition on something that you love, that you want to wake up and go do every single day. Don't just get into nursing for the pay, because it's not fun to work with people that are just there for a paycheck. And it's harder going behind people like that are just there for a paycheck because you're doing double the work. So if it's not for you, and you can kind of tell within like the first month of nursing school, especially if you're doing prereqs like anatomy and physiology, you'll know like, okay, I want to go through with this, or no. If you can't handle blood, vomit, diarrhea, if you're scared of needles, if you're scared to poke people with needles, you don't want to do nursing, because primarily that's what you're going to do, especially during clinical. The other thing, and this is a big one, is you're going to be stressed. You could be the most non-stressed person in the world. You're just so mellow. And then as soon as you start nursing school, you're going to realize it is so hard to juggle taking care of the kids, taking care of the household, taking the kids to school or soccer practice. You got to pay your bills. You got to go to work when you're not at school or clinical. You got to do homework, projects, study for this quiz, study for this test. And it really hits you all at once, and it's like, how am I going to get into a routine? Just keep the faith. You're eventually going to find a routine that will work for you, and then stick to that routine. Also, according to the routine that you have. Don't throw in new things that are going to offset that routine. Like, if your routine is waking up 2 hours before school to drop your kids off at the babysitter's, stopping by Starbucks, going straight to class, and then picking them up afterwards, and then you go home and study and do homework while they're doing homework and studying, don't throw in, okay, I'm going to the gym right after I pick up the kids, and then we need to go here and go there. Stick to the schedule that works for you. Don't be adding all this extra stress and stressors into your life if they're not already there. The other thing is to always ask for help. Always ask for help if you need help studying, or if it's with pharmacology or any kind of subject that you're struggling with. Usually your campus is going to have certain tutors. Your instructor can tutor you if you want to stay behind or come to class early if they offer that. Always ask for help. There's no such thing as a stupid question, and sometimes the question that you have is the same question that someone else in your class is going to have. If you're embarrassed of your question and you don't want to sound stupid out loud, come to class early to ask your instructor or stay after to ask. The next thing is to be organized. Use a planner, use highlighters, use Post-it notes, keep track of all the important dates of your tests, quizzes, and when projects are due. My school, we took Kaplan's like every mod, and that was like 70% of our grade. So anytime we got the date of when Kaplan was due, I would go watch Kaplan videos, take practice Kaplans just to try and pass that test the first time. Don't procrastinate. Get it done. As soon as your teacher gives you a date for a project that's due or any kind of assignment, start working on it, especially during your free time. If you have an extra hour during the day because the kids have soccer or something, read about the topic you need to do the research on for your project, or get the poster board and start decorating the poster board for your presentation. There's always time for you to get things done and get ahead. Getting ahead is going to help you in the long run so that it's not all compressed on you all at once when you procrastinate and wait until the last minute. That's going to stress you out even more. Another thing is to keep your goals in mind. You can make like a goal board or make a collage and just have positive sayings. You can have pictures of nurses. You can have, lists of your dreams written out and how those steps you want to achieve them. Just always keep a positive mindset of this is going to help me in the long run. It might be stressful now, but this situation is only temporary. You're not always going to be stressing out about homework and projects and quizzes and taking care of the kids, and you're being broke because you can only work 2 days a week now or part-time now because working full-time and going to school full-time was just too much for you, like me. So it's just a temporary situation, and you're valuing your education and you're becoming something that you have always wanted to be, and it is completely worth it in the long run. All of the stress, tears, sweat, crying, it's all worth it. The next thing is to never give up. Remember that everybody that is in your class, you're all there for the same reason. You're all experiencing stress. You're all trying really hard to graduate and go to your pinning ceremony and hopefully passing the NCLEX on the first try. So always help each other out. If one of your classmates needs a shoulder to cry on, be there for them. If they're going through a hard time, kind of try to relate to them if you can. If you can't, have empathy. Put yourself in their shoes, because you're going through the same program and you're all there for one ultimate goal, which is to get pinned as a nurse and graduate and take the NCLEX. Another thing that I loved doing during my nursing program was jumping at the opportunity to complete skills offered at the clinical settings. Trach care can be overwhelming for some people who are scared to do trach care. Doing a bolus feeding for a G-tube, inserting a nasogastric tube, all those kinds of things. Any kind of skill, especially if you've never done it, if there's an opportunity to do it, do it. It's better to get hands-on experience and have your instructors there telling you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong with constructive criticism, as opposed to just shying away and, no, I can't do that, I'm scared. You just want to jump in there and get it done. Just try it at least once. I know with our CAR, which is our competency achievement records, we had a whole bunch of skills we had to get checked off on, and coincidentally, we couldn't really do that much trach care in my area because those are very rare. But like any kind of peg tube feeding or administering peg tube medications, I always try to do it when there was a peg tube, because that's something we need to learn how to do. and it's on our car, so why not? Just jump at the opportunity. Don't be scared. Just think of it as a learning experience. You might want to specialize in respiratory, or you might want to specialize in long-term care, and a lot of long-term care residents can have a trach, can have a PEG tube, so you want to know how to care for them properly. Number 12, make it a good learning experience. A lot of people have classes that they excel in and they love. Like, I loved OB and maternity. That was my favorite class ever. I loved cardiac, but it was the hardest class ever, and I really struggled with that class. So if you get into your math class, or you get into cardiac, or you get into some module of learning that you don't like, just try to make it positive, pretend you like it, and try to make it less hard on yourself. If you need to get a study buddy, do it. Ask them, if they like the subject, what do you like about this subject? How do you get through this? Because I can't stand it. Everybody has a niche that they find that they love, and you will find that niche during nursing school. Another one is to help each other reach your ultimate goal of graduating. Don't try to down someone just because they're not trying as hard as you. Don't try to be better than everyone per se. Like, if you're studying and you're making A's on all your tests and there's other people in your class failing, kind of try to help them, boost their confidence, be like, hey, why are you failing? Do you need help in this subject? Can I help you study? Can I offer you my flashcards? You really want to uplift everybody and graduate as a class. You are one. This is like your second family. It's your nursing school family. You don't want to leave anyone behind. And you all just want to reach the goal of graduating and getting out of there, passing NCLEX and working. That's your ultimate goal. Keep that in mind. You want to stay out of drama. I know at my school a couple of times I felt like I was back in high school because it was he said, she said stuff, and this girl was talking to this girl's guy and all this other crazy crap. I stay away from that. I don't care about your relationship status. I don't care about who you're dating. I don't care that you went and got drunk all weekend. That's not something that I care about. I was at nursing school to become a nurse, and I was fairly quiet during the first part of nursing school for like the first 6 months, and then after that I kind of started talking more and opening up my mouth and telling people, like, I don't really care about that, don't talk about that with me, especially when I'm trying to study for a test during class time if there was ample time to do that. I don't care about what you did over the weekend and stuff. Don't talk to me when I'm studying. Like, just don't. So just stay out of drama. If you hear people doing the he said, she said thing, or gossiping about people in the bathroom, just kind of walk away. Don't get involved in it. It could come back and bite you. Another one, and this is important, is to drop the bad, negative influences / people, habits out of your life. You want to get rid of that. You want to have positive, uplifting, upbeat people to motivate you to stay focused and reach your goal. If they're negative and they're putting you down all the time, you're not going to excel in your grades, you're not going to want to study, you're not going to want to do great in the program, and you're going to have a bad attitude, you're going to be sad, all that kinds of stuff. You don't want that. Nursing school is a great learning opportunity. You're going to have people's lives in your hands, literally, and you're going to be responsible for the health and care and well-being of people. You don't want negativity to surround you and engulf all of your feelings. You just want to let go of all those negative people. And if they really are your true friend, even though they're negative, they're going to understand, like, okay, you don't want to hang out with me anymore because I always talk down to you. That's okay. Just, we won't be friends anymore. And if you let them go and they change and they want to come back, I guess you could try and let them in, but drop the ones that don't support your goal. If they don't support you, they're not worth your time. And the next thing is to be proud of your accomplishments and be proud of working hard to become a nurse. Nursing school is not easy. If it was, everyone would do it, especially a fast-paced program like I completed. There were times that I cried. There were times that I wanted to throw things out the window and at the wall. I wanted to break things. I was so stressed out, especially when I wasn't working anymore and I became dependent on my boyfriend to help me. It was just all around really stressful, but there were also really good times that counteracted with the bad times. Like, me and my group of girls and the one guy in my class, we became very close. They were my second family. We uplifted each other, we helped each other, we studied, we got it done, and we all graduated, and we felt great at the end. We all felt like nurses, and that is just what you want out of nursing school. You want to feel like a nurse especially by the end of your program. Maybe halfway through when you're learning all this stuff, it's like, wow, this is real nursing stuff. But at the end, oh, I feel like a nurse, especially when you graduate and you want to be confident going out into the field and putting all these skills and all this hard work that you learn to use. And last but not least, those of you that are in a program, good luck, you can do it. Those of you considering a program, always try it. Get into the field, see if you like it. If you already take care of someone, kind of like a family member, and you're not a CNA or you're not an LPN, you can always get your CNA, start caring for people in long-term facilities or assisted living facility, and then if you love it like I did, you can go to LPN school or just go straight and get your bachelor's, your RN, and you'll probably love it. If you love caring for people and you want to make a difference in their life and take care of their health and well-being, you're going to love being a nurse. And that's why I love being a nurse. I love being there for people. Nursing school was stressful and hard, but it was so well worth it. And I wish everyone good luck that is in a program, and I wish everyone good luck that is considering a program. So just find what works for you. And I hope my tips helped you guys, because they really helped me, especially as I was realizing this is what goes on during nursing school. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck.